Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grande Communications Stadium for tonight's PDL Mid-South Division battle between the Midland Odessa Sockers FC and the Mississippi Brilla. Tonight's game comes as the second part of the two-game series for the Sockers against the Brilla, as they played on Thursday evening, a game which saw the Brilla beat the Sockers 1-0, and the Sockers are looking for a little bit of payback tonight. Kickoff just a couple of moments away. Sockers are wearing all white, and the Brilla is in all navy blue. Sockers are lined up in a 4-4-2, and Brilla is going to start the game out in a 4-3-3. Looks like the Sockers are going to go ahead and take the first kick this evening. And the game is underway. Start time 7:34 here from Grande Communications Stadium. Sockers chip a long ball in, past Randolph Tamba. Gathered up by Brilla goalkeeper Brendan Ledgway. Pretty significant bit of wind here this evening. It's at the Sockers' back here in the first half, so a little bit of pressure, I think, the first half of this game on the part of the Sockers to get on the scoreboard early while they've got the wind at their back. Again, the ball escapes all the way down into the Brilla defensive zone, and Ledgway gathers it up. Goes out wide, back to Ledgway. 50-50 ball in the middle. Adam Butler, the ball up to the Sockers' defensive back line, and Ty Mobley deposits it into the other end of the field and will result in a Brilla goal kick. Ball goes out to Giannis Gotcham. Chips it up. Good job there by Nate Coons coming up, getting ahead on the ball. Going to have a Sockers throw in coming up here at midfield. Coons throwing it in. Over to Bruno Enrique. He loses it. Another throw in. Jade Macias. Goes to Caio Ruiz. The goal scorer from Thursday night, Louis Badori, passes it off. Intercepted by the Sockers. Angelo Rosales Kelly chips it up to Randolph Tamba. Again, too far. Most likely a result of the significant amount of wind that it's at the Sockers' back. They're going to have to really take some off some of those passes when they're going forward, because everything's carrying forward all the way up to the Brilla goalkeeper. Over to Adam Butler. I think that's Jordan Radoslavich there. These numbers for the Brilla, they're kind of hard to see, so bear with me. They are not very big numbers. as their sponsors on the back, and I can't see the numbers very well, but I will do my best. Soccer's again looking for Tamba, but the ball goes out. It's going to result in a Brilla throw-in. Battle for first place here tonight in Midland between the Sockers and the Brilla. Mississippi has played one fewer game than the Sockers have. Mississippi is 2-0-0 for 6 points, while the Sockers are 2-1-0, also for 6 points. So the winner tonight, assuming there's not a draw, is going to be 3 points up in first place on the team that loses tonight. And this is the only game in the Mid-South being played today. Good opportunity here for, quite honestly, both teams. Get a little bit of separation, not only between these two clubs, but between the rest of the division as well. Going to be a Brilla throw in. Looks like they're going to help themselves to about 15 extra yards. The foul actually took place about 15 yards back. I'm sorry, not the foul, but the throw in. And speaking of fouls, I believe that we have one there. It's on Mississippi. I think they're going to give it to Giannis Gotcham. Results in a Sockers kick. We have a conference going on right now between the center referee, whose name is Jared Tackle, and the assistant referee on the near side, who is Tony Obus. And they have switched this foul. It is not going to be given to Mississippi. It's going to be given to Midland instead. Results in a Brilla free kick. I would say 15 or so yards outside of the 18-yard box. Headed away by Ty Mobley. And the Sockers are going to have a throw-in. I'm sorry, the Brilla is going to have a throw-in. Deep in the Socker zone. Throw in, taken by Jordan Radoslavich. In the corner, Isaac Sanchez to Coons. Going to be another throw in for the Brilla deep in the Sockers defensive zone. Again, that's Radoslavich going to throw the ball in. Goes out to number 17, Killian Thompson. Louis Badori gets it out wide. It's an easy one for Caio Ruiz to kind of break up. Back to Gotcham. Kelly. And they're looking for Tamba. See if he can utilize some of his speed. No, it's too much, and it's going to go back to the Mississippi Brilla goalkeeper again. They go out wide to Tom Paul. Plays it back to Butler. Brilla. Looking for Flores on that, but it's going to instead result in a foul on Gotcham. Also going to be a yellow card on Giannis Gotcham as well. Jade Macias for the Sockers taking the kick, set piece, and goes all the way to the Brilla goalkeeper. Going to let his defenders clear out. Rolls it along the ground. And kicks it up, but good job by Bruno Enrique not allowing that to happen. Goes out of bounds. Throw in for Mississippi. We're at the 9-minute mark here in Midland, Grande Communication Stadium. The Sockers and the Brilla locked in a 0-0 draw so far. Ty Mobley picked off. Here's that speed here for Tamba, and he gets a shot, but it is not on frame. Goal kick for the Mississippi Brilla. Important game here tonight, I think, especially for the Sockers, as Mississippi came in on Thursday evening and took a 1-0 game away from the Sockers. Sockers felt like they played pretty well that game, but just didn't kind of finish, I guess, in the final 1/3 of the field, and Mississippi got the 3 points. Still early in the season. I think there's a little bit of sense of urgency here for the Sockers, and that the team certainly does not want to drop a potential 6 points at home to a powerful team like the Mississippi Brilla. Mississippi, division winners last year, took the Mid-South title. Sockers were second place. Sockers went to Clinton, Mississippi last year for the playoffs. This is going to result in a free kick here for the Brilla. Goalkeeper gets it up to Eduardo Cruz. Back to Cruz. Jake McCain kind of goes for the flick. That doesn't really work out very well. The ball is sure spending a lot of time in the hands of the Mississippi goalkeeper. Largely due, I think, to the wind, which I would guess is, I don't know, maybe 20 miles an hour or so out of the south going towards the north. Certainly at the Sockers' back here in the first half. Good job by Jade Macias there. Strong in the air. Gets over to Rosales Kelly. Dribbles it out of bounds by a little bit. And it's going to result in a Brilla throw-in. 12 minutes and 20 seconds into the first half. And we are deadlocked at 0-0 here in Midland. Played back to Fernando Machado, over to Nate Coons. Nate's got a little bit of time, back to Fernando, and back over to Ty Mobley. Ty is looking for Tamba. Goes off a Mississippi player's foot and out of bounds. Angelo Kelly with a throw in on the far side. Goes to Bruno, and the ball goes back over to Mississippi. Sockers throw in on the near side now. Nate Coons looking for Isaac Sanchez, and it goes out of bounds. Looking at another Mississippi Brilla goal kick. Plays it out wide to Butler. Butler plays it long. Nate Coons does a good job getting ahead on that. Send it back the other way, high in the air. Between the spin on the ball and the wind against Mississippi, that ball's not going to go anywhere in the air. Caio Ruiz looking for Bruno Enrique, but it's too much. Soccer is looking for a tip there, but I don't think the referee is going to buy it, and Mississippi gets the throw in. Actually have 2 balls on the field right now. Probably only need 1. Randolph Tamba with the ball. The speedster goes out wide to Angelo Kelly. I do believe we have a corner kick coming up here for the Sockers, and it is. This is going to result in the game's first corner kick. I think Jade Macias is going to gather the ball up. Jade's going to take the corner kick, looking for some height there in the box. Sends a low ball in, though. I don't think that's what he wanted to do. Goes back out to Caio Ruiz. Caio chips it up. Oh, and the Sockers had a little bit of an opportunity there, but it didn't pan out. Ball goes out of bounds on the far end. We're going to have another Brilla goal kick. Jade Macias gets it up to Randolph Tamba. Butler did a good job there of negating the Tamba opportunity and kicking it out of bounds. Nate Coons turns the ball over, I believe. Yes, it goes out to number 21, Louis Badori, who in turn turns it back over to the Sockers. Caio Ruiz over to Ty Mobley. Back to Caio Ruiz. Out wide to Angelo Kelly. Kelly looking for Caio. We've got a foul there on the Brilla. It's going to result in a free kick for the Sockers. I believe that is, again, Giannis Gotcham on the foul. Sockers with the quick play as I look back up. Jade Macias looking for Coons. Coons looking for Jade. Jade with some fancy footwork there. Gets it up top to Tamba. And Butler's able to shield that ball pretty well. And result in, I'm not keeping goal kick stats here, but what seems like about the 10th goal kick for the Brilla tonight. 17 minutes and 14 seconds into the match. No score here in Midland between the Sockers and the Brilla. Sockers win a loose ball in the middle of the field. Caio Ruiz ultimately wins it. Still Caio looking out wide for Kelly. Over looking up top, didn't quite pan out for Olli Tinkinen. The ball back in the hands again of Brilla goalkeeper Brendan Ledgway. Ledgway kicks it. Ignacio Flores with the ball. Over to Eduardo Cruz, I believe. Back to Adam Butler. Good job there by Bruno Enrique, challenging the Adam Butler kick and sending it out of bounds for a Brilla throw in. Ball in the air. Ty Mobley kicks it out. Flores gives the ball up to the for a throw in over to number 5, Jordan Radislavich. Back to Radislavich. Macias in there trying to mess things up for the Brilla. Out to Butler. Butler chips it up, looking for Flores. A little bit of time for Caio here. Caio chips it up. Soccer's really looking hard for Tamba. Watch this speed. Here we go with the speed. No, it's not quite. It's still a little bit too far ahead for Tamba. Tamba's really got a lot of speed, and the Sockers are looking for him to be able to get a little bit of space and use some of that speed, but it just hasn't quite panned out just yet. Oli Tinkinen on the ball. Gotcha, I believe. Does a good job of neutralizing that, kicking it out of bounds. Sockers throw in. Caio Ruiz plays it back. Fernando Machado over to Nate Coons. Nate loses it and then commits a foul on Nate Coons. Free kick here for the Brilla, just on their side of midfield. Scoreless here in Midland. 20 minutes in. Gotcham with the ball, bringing it up. Looking for Badori. Badori over to Jimenez. Jimenez on the ball. Looking to size one up, lets one go. Not a whole lot on that shot. Soccer's goalkeeper, Solomon Moctezuma, able to gather that in. Solomon really hasn't had to do a whole lot. Here we go on a shot off pace, off the goal. Tamba doing a pretty good job of trying to isolate himself on Brilla center back Tom Paul. Moctezuma has not been asked to do a whole lot here today. I believe that last series where he kind of gathered it up a little bit was the first, if not the second time tonight that he's even touched the ball. We currently have some sort of a stoppage on the field. Not entirely sure what is happening here. Do we have weather? It certainly appears that the Brilla are leaving the field. I'm wondering if there's lightning in the area. Three of the 4 officials are currently huddled around the table at midfield as the Brilla may or may not be leaving the field. Yep, it does appear that they're leaving the field. I guess I'll be honest here. I have no idea what's going on right now. The Sockers are walking back onto the field, and the Brilla apparently have changed their minds and will not be heading to the locker room, and instead currently walking back towards their bench. Well, I have no idea what that was about. Let me see if I can get some sort of information. The Brilla head coach is involved in an animated conversation with the 4th official. Trying to find out what is going on here, and I'm going to get some information from the booth next door. Okay, my initial guess, in fact, was correct in that there is lightning that is close. I'm not sure how close. I did not see any lightning. I know we have a couple of staff members that do have a lightning meter. So evidently, confusion reigns on whether this game should continue or not. Soccer's coach Matt Barnes does not look at all happy with the turn of events in the last, I don't know, 4 or so minutes. I don't think either coach is happy right now. But I don't know which one wanted to play and which one did not want to play. I'm guessing that the Sockers thought the game should continue. Judging by Mississippi starting to walk off the field, I guess maybe they thought the Lightning was a little bit closer than maybe what it actually was. Anyway, back to action. And we have a Sockers foul. I do not know who that foul was on, near midfield. It's going to be the third foul for the Sockers tonight. Chip the ball up, goes straight to Kelly. Kelly turns it over, goes back to the Mississippi Brilla back line. Towards the center of the field. Changes his mind, goes back outside again. Brilla, chip it up. Looking for Oscar Jimenez on the far side, and a little bit of danger there for the Sockers, but it's cleared away by Fernando Machado. And the Sockers on a little bit of a counter here. Jade Macias, a lot of space, goes ahead and takes a shot, but it goes straight to the Mississippi goalkeeper, Brendan Ledgway. Gotcham dribbling the ball up the field, gets it out wide to Jake McCain. McCain to a midfielder. Back outside, back inside, back outside again. Jimenez chips it up. Looking for Badori, much in the same way that the Sockers are kind of looking for Tamba up high. Goes out of bounds. Back to action here after the throw in. Sockers again looking for that speed from Tamba. Tamba's making up a lot of ground on the center backs from Mississippi. Has not resulted in anything positive goal-wise for the Sockers yet. Middle of the field. Out wide. Over to Kayo. Back to McCain for the Brilla. Goes to the middle of the field for the Brilla. Killian Thompson there. Tried to make something happen for the Brilla. Doesn't result in anything for them. And the Sockers are going to have a throw. I'm sorry, the Brilla. Wait a minute. Nope, it is the Sockers. Going to have a throw in deep in their own zone. Ty Mobley decides he's going to take this. Launches it probably about 25 or 30 yards. Sockers looking for Tamba. There's Tamba. Tamba's got the ball on the ground. Another Sockers throw in. Goes off of Jake McCain. We're in the 25th minute here in Midland. Still a scoreless draw. A little bit of danger here for Mississippi, but they clear it away. Just saw another big lightning strike off to the north side behind the Mississippi goalkeeper. Goes over to Nate Coons. Nate plays it back to Moctezuma. And Moctezuma clears it away up to midfield to Isaac Sanchez. To Giannis Gotcham. Back to Gotcham off the head. To Butler. Butler to Gotcham. Brilla doing a good job right now of stringing a couple of passes together, but ultimately turns it over. Tamba's able to save it over there before it rolls out of bounds. I believe that was Jake McCain who ultimately kicked it out of bounds next to the corner flag, resulting in the Sockers throw. Going to be another Sockers throw in. That's Angelo Kelly over there trying to make something happen, but does not do so. Gotcham's going to throw it in to McCain. Back to Gotcham. Kelly to Jade Macias. Jade drops it to Mobley. Mobley back to Jade. Kelly to Mobley. Ollie Tinkinen. Looking for Sanchez. Sanchez is able to kick it out wide. Nate Coons back to Isaac Sanchez. Nice ball on the left foot by Isaac there. Cleared away by the Brilla. Isaac Sanchez has been playing as a left defender, I believe, for this entire season up until tonight. He's actually in the midfield tonight at a left midfield position. Nate Coons is in at the left back spot that has been previously occupied by Isaac Sanchez so far this year. One of the Brilla players, I believe, is being tended to. Let me see if I can get a number here for you. And that's going to be Killian Thompson, who's going to stay in the game. I think he's going to walk it off. Bruno Enrique fighting with two of the Brilla players, ultimately wins it. Goes up to Isaac Sanchez. Nice left foot. Nice ball through the middle of the box. And nobody's home to capitalize on it for the Sockers. It's unfortunate. Sockers had a good scoring opportunity there. Not able to capitalize. And it's a Brilla goal kick. I'm wondering, though, if it wasn't an offside, perhaps. And see the flag go up. But the ball was a little bit further out than where a goal kick is normally taken. So up to Fernando Machado in the air. Machado wins it. Looking for Tamba. Does not materialize. Back to Jade Thompson. Jade Macias in the air. Controlled by Mississippi. And we're going to have a foul here on the Sockers. I believe that's going to be Isaac Sanchez on the foul, and the referee is going to want to talk to Isaac a little bit, I think, about his actions on that particular play. Jeff Von Holly sitting in the booth here tonight on the YouTube live broadcast, sitting in for one night and one night only for Chris Bryant and Warren Cottle, who are our broadcasters. Neither one of them are available tonight, as I believe both of those guys are with youth teams in Albuquerque, New Mexico, with their kids. So it's all me tonight. Out wide to Isaac Sanchez. Sanchez has a little bit of room. Puts it up to Bruno Enrique. Goes off of a Mississippi player. Quickly throws it in to Isaac. Ooh, a dangerous play there. Again, the Sockers are knocking on the door down there. Knocking on the door in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Have not been able to capitalize. That's how Thursday's game was as well. Mississippi won that game, but I know that the Sockers felt like they played really well. And in looking at the stats, had the lion's share of the opportunities, but didn't capitalize. And to Mississippi's credit, certainly they did one time, and it resulted in a 1-0 win for the Brilla on Thursday night. Gotcham. Plays it. Gets out wide over to McCain. Mississippi, despite their patience, just delivered a ball out of bounds from one side of the field to the other. Isaac Sanchez is going to throw it in, and we've got a shot that is blocked by Butler. Going to be a Sockers throw in right at midfield. Nate Coons going to take an extra 5 yards on that. And Isaac Sanchez with a little bit of an opportunity here and dishes it to the middle, but Mississippi does a good job in cleaning up and clearing it away. Sockers are going to have to reset. Goes out to Tamba. Puts a shot in on goal, but nowhere close. Ledgeway, another Brilla goal kick. I show the Sockers with 4 fouls and Mississippi with 2. Sockers with 3 shots and Mississippi with 1. And the Brilla has the game's only yellow card. Soccer is up to Tamba. Tamba trips up on the ball a little bit. I don't think that's what he intended to do with that. And we have got a foul here on Mississippi. Deep in their zone. However, it is off to the side of the field. And if he gives this to Gotcham, is that to Gotcham? He's gone. That's Giannis Gotcham's second yellow card. Mississippi's going to have to play the remainder of this match with 10 men. Gotcham picked up a yellow card. And give or take, I would say probably about the game's 10th minute. And picks up another one here in the 33rd minute. Second yellow. Obviously, a red card. One of the Sockers players is still down. Try and get his number here for you. I think it's Oli Tinkinen. Yes, it is Tinkinen, who is down. Being tended to by Eric, who is the Sockers trainer. Looks like Oli's going to be okay. Interesting opportunity here for the Sockers for the rest of this game. Getting the benefit now of playing 11v10 for the rest of the game. So we're going to have a free kick for the Sockers. Fairly deep in Mississippi's zone, but way off to the side, the far side. Going to have to swing one in and see if the Sockers, almost like a corner kick type thing, see if the Sockers can't get a head on it here. And they swing it in, straight to Ledgeway, and he rolls it out for the Brilla. Brilla turns it over, goes straight to Nate Coons. Nate Coons. Back to Bruno Enrique. Enrique looking for Nate. Too much. Sockers really need to take a little bit off of a lot of those balls on the ground, because the way that this wind is blowing tonight, the ball just tends to roll and roll and roll, resulting in yet another Brilla goal kick. It's at least 12. Ali Tikkanen And we get it over to Caio Ruiz. Caio loses it. It's mauled from behind. Oscar Jimenez looks to kind of switch it to the other side. Nate Coons is there to deny that opportunity. And have a throw in. Brilla throw in. Way back by their corner flag. You couldn't get any deeper up, well, except for the fact that he's just going to. That ball did not go out there. That ball went out 15 yards further back from where the throw in is being taken. But he's allowed to do so. The ball rolled out by the corner flag. I saw it. Cruz turns it over. Ty Mobley. Back to Moctezuma. Over to Machado. Caio Ruiz carrying the ball up the field. Bruno Enrique to Isaac Sanchez. To Jade Macias. Jade looking for Ole Tikkanen on the far side, but not quite there. It's a good look. Good idea by Jade Macias. Just not meant to be, I suppose. Ledgeway with the goal kick. Soccer is certainly the more aggressive team here throughout the first half. Controlled the game, I would say, for the most part. Game has been played to my left. Of the 37 minutes that have been played, would guess that the ball has probably been on that side of the field for 25 minutes. Be interesting to see, though, what happens in the second half when the two teams switch sides. And Mississippi will get the benefit of having the wind at their back in the second half. Bruno Enrique, a little bit of space here, switches it over to Angelo Rosales-Kelly, but the ball's going to go out of bounds. This game here tonight, between the Brilla and the Sockers, the only PDL Mid-South game of the day. The other teams in the division, Albuquerque, St. Louis, Oklahoma City, all not playing today. I believe that tomorrow Albuquerque goes to Oklahoma City Energy, I believe. Mississippi trying to piece a couple of things together, but they're going to foul Isaac Sanchez. I think that was Ignacio Flores there on that foul. Soccer's playing 11 on 10 here with the 2 yellow cards issued to Giannis Gacham. Flores. I'm sorry, that's not Flores, that's Jimenez. Looking for Badori, but it's not there. Denied by Mobley. No substitutions made by either team in this game so far. Now entering its 40th minute. Give or take 5 minutes until halftime, plus whatever the referee wants to add. Fernando Machado with a lot of time. Carries it up the field. Gives it to Isaac Sanchez, who in turn gives it to Nate Coons. Nate Coons back to Isaac Sanchez. Isaac Sanchez right back to where it started a minute ago. Fernando Machado. Sucker's very content right now. Well, as soon as I say that, Jade Macias plays the long ball to the other side of the field. Kind of a penetrating pass, and the Sockers have the ball just outside the 18. And now the Brilla has a little bit of a counter, but the numbers aren't there, and that's going to be, I take that back. Louis Badori is able to do a good job with that and corral that back in, kind of hold it, wait for some help. Jade Macias chips up for Randolph Tamba. Tamba looking to use that speed. Mississippi doing still a good job of neutralizing that speed. See some more lightning back behind the back of Brilla goalkeeper Brendan Ledgway. And we're going to have a foul here on the Sockers, resulting in a free kick for the Mississippi Brilla. Ledgway is going to take the kick as soon as he gets all of his players organized in a manner in which he's happy with. Zero here in Midland. Grande Communication Stadium in the 42nd minute. Sockers getting the advantage of playing a man up for the past 9 minutes. Have not been able to capitalize on that second yellow card given to Gotcham. And the Sockers are going to need a big throw to clear the defensive zone here, so call on Ty Mobley to give us one of his 30-yard throws. And we're going to have a yellow card, I believe, here on Randolph Tamba. Adam Butler left the ground there, or at least I think it was Butler. I'm trying to get a number. And the referee has decided that Tamba undercut him as he was in the air, sending him hurling towards the ground. So Tamba, Randolph Tamba, picks up a yellow card here in the game's 44th minute. Coming up on halftime. Flores to Cruz, back to Flores, over to Radislajevic. Cruz not with the type of pass that he intended it to be. Corralled back in by Mississippi, sent up the field, and headed by Ty Mobley. Sockers looking to get on the board here. I feel like the Sockers have been able to run downhill this first half with this significant wind at their back, but had the lion's share of opportunities, but not able to capitalize just quite yet. Sanchez with a left foot that goes over the top of the Mississippi goal. And there's going to be 4 minutes worth of stoppage time here, a minimum of 4 minutes. Ledgeway, the boot. Out to midfield. Correct me on the stoppage time. It is not going to be 4 minutes. It will actually be 2 minutes. 2 minutes is what we're looking at. Soccer's looking for a foul there, but does not come about. Bruno Enrique trying to get it into the box. Does a good little job of stopping the ball, but goes over to Tamba. Tamba using some speed. Gets a shot off. Nice save there by Brendan Ledgeway to deny the Sockers of gaining a 1-0 lead in stoppage time of the first half. The good news for the Sockers is it will result in a goal kick. That quickness there of Tamba really paid off, to the Mississippi goalkeeper credit. Nice diving save. Got a corner kick. Jade Macias. Nice ball into the box. And cleared away by Adam Butler. Over to Angelo Rosales-Kelly. Saves it before it goes out of bounds. Nate Coons serves it in. Looking for a ball deep in the box, but a little bit too much into the hands of Ledgeway. Ledgeway urging his players to get up the field. Boots it, but goes out of bounds. And that's the end of the first half. An interesting first half of play here between the Sockers and the Brilla. Certainly a half that was dominated by the Sockers. See if I can't round up some stats here for the start of the second half. Sockers had a lot of opportunities. The ball spent the majority of its time on the end of the field that the Sockers wanted to be on. The Brilla picked up 2 yellow cards on behalf of the same player. Gotcham. So they played the last 12 minutes or so plus stoppage time with only 10 players on the field, but the Sockers not able to capitalize. So we go to halftime here in Midland, Texas at Grande Communication Stadium with a score of 0-0 between your Midland Odessa Sockers FC and the Mississippi Brilla. We'll take a short halftime break and be back with some statistics to start the second half. Welcome back to Midland and Grande Communication Stadium. As we're getting ready to start the second half of tonight's game between the Brilla and the Sockers, 0-0 game. First half stats. The Sockers committed 4 fouls to the Brilla's 3 fouls. Midland had 7 shots and Mississippi had 2. 1 save for Moctezuma and 3 saves for Ledgeway. 2 corners for Midland, no corners for Mississippi. Neither team was offside. And 2 yellow cards to the same player were issued to the Brilla. So they are playing a man short for the next 45 plus minutes. Sockers now going into the wind. Will be very interesting to see what happens here. If the first half domination on the part of the Sockers had anything at all to do with the weather conditions. 1 sub has been made for each team. I am hearing that Leon Taylor is now in at forward for the Sockers for Randolph Tamba. And for Mississippi, Noor Hamadi is in. Did not catch the name of the person that he has come in for. But Hamadi, number 15, now in the game. No score here in Midland. Just at the start of the second half. Still lightning off in the distance. Not enough of a threat to have to stop today's game. Leon Taylor back to Kelly. Kelly with a lot of time here. Gets it back to Taylor with a little bit of time of his own. Taylor, good ball sent into Jade Macias, but Jade is not able to do anything with it. And Jade knows it. It looks like he's disappointed with the result there. Knows that he should have done more with that, I think, than he did. That one's gone. Can't do anything about it. Move on to the next one. Ledgeway, a goal kick. Job by Caio Ruiz coming up to get ahead on that ball. Goes to one of the Mississippi players, however, who are currently in possession. Swings it out wide. Intercepted by the Sockers. Intercepted by Mississippi. Jeff Von Holly sitting in the booth here tonight for Warren Cottle and Chris Bryant, who have the night off. Sockers will be back in action next week on Tuesday and Thursday from Springfield, Missouri. And I know this is a little bit confusing. From Springfield, Missouri to play the St. Louis FC U23 club. Yes, that's right. We are going to Springfield to play St. Louis. The St. Louis team, about 10 or so days ago, 10, 12 days ago, St. Louis kind of took over day-to-day operations of the Springfield side. So that's the reason why we're not going to St. Louis to play St. Louis. Again, those games will be played on Tuesday and Thursday of next week from Springfield, Missouri. Sockers are going to leave on the bus Monday, which is Memorial Day morning. Get there and have a little bit of a chance to get the legs back before having to play a game on Tuesday night. Kelly gives it off to Sanchez. Sanchez with a good ball in, headed away by Mississippi, and a great opportunity there from the Sockers, knocking on the door down there. But it just doesn't happen. And now Mississippi has a guy down on the far side end line. Try and get a number for that player. I believe that's one of the two center backs. Numbers are hard to read, and I'm looking through the goggles here, but still can't see a number. Soccer's back on the attack. Comes over to Angelo. Angelo looking for Jade. Angelo sends a ball in. Looking for Bruno, but it wasn't meant to be. Soccer's looking for Leon Taylor. Leon plays it back. Unfortunately, it goes to one of the Mississippi players. I think that's Cruz, Eduardo Cruz. Soccer's back on the attack here. Not a great touch that time by Ollie. The ball winds up at the feet of Fernando Machado. Another chance here for Leon Taylor, but nothing comes of it. But we will have a Soccer's corner kick coming up. And Mississippi has every player. Now they have one, I guess, that's kind of starting to come back. I was going to say they're going to send all 18. I'm sorry, all 11 inside the 18. And it looks like they are, in fact, going to do that. And there's a goal! Sockers! Goal! Bruno Enrique with the header Soccer goal. In the 53rd minute, off the corner kick. And the assist is going to go to Jade Macias. So the Sockers take a 1-0 lead in the 53rd minute on the header goal by Bruno Enrique off the assist by Jade Macias. Boy, the Sockers sure needed that. Playing 11v10. Quite honestly, dominating this game. And now they've got something to show for it. Sockers 1, Mississippi 0. 54th minute in. I would be very surprised if the Sockers sat back with a 1-0 lead the way that they've played tonight. Mississippi really hasn't been much of a threat offensively. And here comes another opportunity for the Sockers that's broken up by Tom Paul. Jade Macias drops it off to Caio Ruiz. Caio swings it over to, I think that's Nate Goons. Swung back over here to the new side, to the close side, excuse me. Angelo Rosales Kelly, who just basically gives it to the other team. Mississippi now in possession, but the ball goes out of bounds. It'll result in a Sockers throw in right at midfield. And we're going to have the Sockers second substitution of the night. Jaakko Hayetako is going to be coming on here in the 55th minute for his countryman, Olli Tikkanen. So Jaakko on in minute number 55 as the Sockers look to switch things up a little bit. Sockers aggressive. Jade Macias out wide to Angelo. Angelo looks for Jaakko. Fresh into the game. Fresh legs. Serves the ball in. Nice pass by Jaakko. The bicycle kick doesn't work. And a kick back in from the other side. Great opportunity there for the Sockers. Not quite meant to be on that series, but you got to like what you see. The second half essentially being played much like the first half was, even though the Sockers are now going into the wind. Here's a chance. Jaakko, see if he can be the first one there. He's not. However, the Sockers still gain control of the ball. Leon Taylor going to be corralled by Brendan Ledgway. And Moctezuma is going to get a chance to touch the ball. Throws it out wide to Angelo Kelly. Angelo to Jaakko. Lots of time, lots of space for Jaakko Hayetako. Looks for Leon Taylor. Headed away by Adam Butler. Up to Oscar Jimenez. Back to Butler. To Cruz. To Jimenez. To Butler. Jaakko doing some nice work down here on the near sideline. Gathers the ball. Sends it to Kayo. Kayo sends it out wide on the far side. Chipped up. Looking for Leon Taylor. Sockers continue to try to play very direct to the forward in the first half. Randolph Tamba. In the second half, Leon Taylor. Jimenez with the throw in. Goes to Adam Butler. Butler kicks it out. Sockers ball. Minute number 58. Midland Sockers 1 and Mississippi Brilla 0. Not a great play there by the Sockers as there's a turnover and a shot on goal. Nice left-footed shot there that is corralled by Solomon Moctezuma. I believe that is Solomon's second save of the evening. Fortunate for the Sockers that was right to him. Kayo knocks it down. Got a little bit of time. Gets it to Ty Mobley. Ty gets it over to Machado. Fernando over to Angelo Kelly. Goes back to Machado. I'm sorry, Ty Mobley. Kayo's got a lot of space here in the middle of the field. Goes out wide. Believe that's Isaac Sanchez. And the Sockers trying to approach the 18-yard box. Jaakko Hayetako. Sockers serve it in from the far side. Little too much mustard on it. Goes all the way to the near side. Angelo Kelly sends a nice ball in. Can't do anything with it, but the Sockers are still trying to attack, and there's a shot, but not on the money. Here comes a goal kick for Brilla goalkeeper Brendan Ledgway. Gets a foot into it. Yako Hayatako. Fancy ball movement. Nice pass. Gets it up to Isaac Sanchez. Sanchez with the ball to Taylor. There's no finish there for the Sockers. Good opportunity for the Sockers. All started in the midfield by Yako Hayatako. Great ball over to Isaac. But wasn't meant to be. Good opportunity there. Sockers looking for that very important second goal. Could make it happen. Substitution here. Brandon Hall is going to be coming onto the field for Adam Butler. Number 18, a defender from the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay. Brandon Hall, the defender, coming on for fellow defender, Adam Butler. Isaac Sanchez drops it back to Caio Ruiz, gives it up to Angelo Rosales Kelly. Over to Jade Macias, back to Angelo. Looking to go direct to Leon, and they're all over him. Going to call a foul, I suppose, on Leon Taylor there. Okay. I guess that call could have gone either way, but much to the Sockers' chagrin, doesn't go their way. Jade Macias. Sockers looking to close this one down here, bringing another guy over. Goes out of bounds. The result the Sockers were looking for on that little possession. Sockers gain possession. Play it to the middle of the field. Isaac Sanchez to Yako. Yako, big switch to the other side of the field. I think that's Bruno Enrique on the ball. Gives it up to Isaac Sanchez. Sockers looking to get it into the box. Leon Taylor. Just on the outside of the 18. Sockers still in possession. A little further back on the field. Caio Ruiz to Yako Hayatako. Kelly's wide open over here, but they choose not to go that way. Mississippi looking for a bit of a counter. Sockers do a nice job, though, in recovering. We're going to play long again to Leon Taylor. Sockers drop it back to roughly midfield. Switch fields. Go to the far side. Isaac Sanchez bringing it up. Gives it to Jade Macias. Jade looking for Leon. Straight into the hands of Ledgeway. Ledgeway punts. With the wind at his back, it's going to take one hop and go all the way to Solomon Moctezuma. However, I believe that they might have been offside. Newton Henry, number 13, a forward, coming in for Oscar Jimenez for the Brilla. Newton Henry from the University of Mobile. Yako with a little time, a little bit of space. Dribbles into three guys. Gives it up. Yako again. Time, space. To Kayo. Kayo looking for Bruno. Bruno with the shot. Blocked by the Brilla. Goes Enrique. Enrique gives it up to Taylor. Taylor straight speed. Sends it to the middle of the box. Nobody home. Cleared away by Mississippi. Mississippi's got a little bit of a counter, but they don't have great numbers, though. Brilla bringing it up the field. Header by Yako Hayatiko. Jake McCain. There's a shot, and a nice one at that to the near post. Blocked. Saved by Solomon Moctezuma. Results in what I believe is the first corner kick of the evening for the Mississippi Brilla. Coming up on the 67th minute of the match tonight with the Sockers leading 1-0. Corner kicks got a lot on it. Goes clear to the other side. Headed out by the Sockers, resulting in a Brilla throw-in. Good distance on that throw-in. Boy, that's like a corner kick. Nonetheless, Sockers are able to clear it out of harm's way. Mississippi back in possession at midfield. Not for long. Decide that they want to play direct. Much like the Sockers in the first half, when they tried to play direct with all that wind at their back, it rolls out of bounds. Goal kick for Solomon Moctezuma. The next Sockers home game, we spoke about the next Sockers road game moments ago. The next Sockers home game will be on Thursday, June 9th. Thursday, June 9th against the Albuquerque Soul. That same weekend, on Saturday, the 11th, Sockers will play the Albuquerque Soul again. So, your next opportunity to see your Sockers in action in 2 weeks here at Grande Communication Stadium. Ty Mobley, big throw. And we're going to have a foul, and I believe we're going to have a yellow card on Fernando Machado, I think, is who the referee is going to give that card to. Number 14 on the Sockers is Machado. Now he's sitting on a yellow card. In addition to Randolph Tamba, of course, Tamba is already out of the game. Card's going to go to Sanchez, not to Machado. 70th minute. Isaac Sanchez picks up a yellow. And the result is going to be a free kick for the Brilla, give or take 30 yards out. Nice shot on goal, just off to the left-hand side of the goal. That's cleared away by Moctezuma and cleared out of harm's way by the Sockers. Chipped back up, direct, and out of bounds. Another Sockers goal kick. Mississippi, with the wind at their back here in the second half, does not look like, to me anyway, that the wind has died down any in the second half from how it was in the first half when the Sockers had it at their back. Far side, the ball goes out of bounds. Two guys over there on the sideline. Sockers get the benefit of the doubt, will result in a throw-in. Sockers looking to pick up 3 points here tonight. And if they can do so, regain sole possession of first place in the PDL Mid-South. 3 points would give the Sockers 9 points in 4 games played and would leave Mississippi sitting at 6 points with 3 games played. A key 3 points on the line here. Not only for the Sockers to pick up the 3, but to keep a chief rival like the Mississippi Brilla from picking up 3. Throw in for the Brilla. Soccer ball spending a little bit more time in the Sockers' defensive end in the second half as compared to the first half. Bruno gives it to Leon Taylor. Leon Taylor on the edge of the 18. Dribbles it backwards. Gives it off to Jade Macias. Jade looks for Yako. Yako looks for Leon Taylor. Taylor looks for Sanchez. With a shot on Taylor. Corralled by Ledgeway. Boy, the next goal in this game is going to be huge. If there is another goal. A second goal from the Sockers would certainly, gosh, I hate to say cement this game, but it would sure make you feel awful good about it. And, of course, on behalf of the Brilla, if they're able to get the next goal, tie it up, put a lot of pressure on the Sockers to have to, in turn, go get another one of their own. It appears as though both teams now wish to make a substitution. On the Sockers, that's Nenad Markovic, who's going to be coming on. And with the Brilla, it's going to be number 7, Lucas Cordero. Nenad is coming on for Nate Coons. Cordero is coming on for Jake McCain. Cordero wearing number 7 from Oklahoma Wesleyan. Played there last, I believe, in 2015. Sockers attacking. Nice ball. Off to the side. Nice defense by Mississippi. Picking the pocket of one of the Sockers players on the far side. It was Bruno Enrique at that. So kudos to the Brilla defender. Jaco Hayetiko looking to make something happen. Ball still on his foot. Plays it up top to Leon Taylor. Leon, two-touch. Gets a shot. Not nearly on goal. Goes well over the goal, and it's going to result in a Brilla goal kick. Ledgway gets it up to one of his teammates. Goes back over to number 17. Killian Thompson. Soccer's calling on Ty Mobley to go all the way over to the far sideline to throw this ball in. The long throw, even against the wind, still goes 25 or so yards. The problem is it went out of bounds, and now Mississippi gets the throw in. Brilla swinging over wide here to Eduardo Cruz. Now the Sockers have the ball. It's Bruno Enrique. Bruno to Jaco. Jaco. And there's a shot, but it's off to the side. Another quality chance there for the Sockers. Doesn't come to fruition. And Grant Mobley is going to come onto the pitch. He's subbing out for Jaco Hayetiko. So Grant Mobley, Ty's brother. Opportunity to play here tonight in the 77th minute with the Sockers nursing a 1-0 lead. Ball goes high in the air. And out of bounds, I do believe. Yes, it will be a throw-in for the Mississippi Brilla. Plays it back. Chips it up. Nice ball. But it's going to be gathered in by Moctezuma. Once again, the Brilla playing with 10 men is one of their players. Giannis Gotcham received his second yellow card of the match in the game's 33rd minute. Here comes a foul on the Sockers. I think that they're going to give this to Angelo Rosales Kelly. Free kick for the Brilla. On the free kick, as soon as he turns around so that I can see his number. Man, those numbers are hard to read. Number 10, Eduardo Cruz, the standout midfielder for the Mississippi Brilla. Chips it up. Trying to get it into the box. Just reaches the the edge of the box. Headed away by the Sockers. It's going to result in a corner kick for the Brilla. Ball into the box and cleared away by the Sockers. As the Sockers leave the defensive zone, the ball gets out to midfield. Sockers 1, Brilla 0. 80th minute. Sockers have 10 minutes plus here to kill off, to claim the game's 3 points, and reclaim sole possession of first place in the Mid-South. Jade giving the Brilla player fits there in the midfield. Back to the midfield, center of the midfield. Should be a goal kick here for the Sockers, and it is, yes. I think we're going to have another substitution here for the Brilla. That looks like number 13. Nope, that's a 12, I think. Number 12 is Kenneth Cocker, a midfielder from the University of Memphis. As Moctezuma takes the goal kick. I think the Sockers are ready to make a sub as well, as Giovanni Macias appears fully prepared to enter this game. Grant Mobley looking to do something with it. Drops it off to Angelo Kelly. Kelly looks for Taylor. Taylor looks for some fancy footwork that didn't pan out, but the Sockers still have the ball. Grant Mobley back to Taylor. Leon Taylor to Bruno Enrique. Enrique to Jade. Jade Macias with the left-footed shot, but it goes over the goal. And here comes that substitution of Giovanni Macias. For the Sockers. Matt Rogers has come on for Ignacio Flores. Rogers, a forward from Oral Roberts University. And the sub for the Sockers that I mentioned, Macias on. It's Bruno Enrique, or Almeida, that has come off for him. It looks like that's going to be a foul on Leon Taylor. Kick taken by Brendan Ledgway. Nice job there by Caio Ruiz. And we're at 83 minutes. 83 minutes. Sockers 1, Brilla 0. Ty Mobley heads it away. And all the shifting around, all the substitutes. Isaac Sanchez has moved from the left midfield spot back to a left defender spot. And Nenad Markovic is manning the left midfield for the Sockers. There's a foul on the Sockers. It's going to result in a Brilla free kick. From the football yard line of the 25. So 35 yards out, off to the side. Brilla did not like nothing being called on that particular play. I believe that their bench is still up in arms on that, but that's just the way that the cookie crumbles. Here's a goal kick for the Mississippi Brilla. I I can't tell if things are getting chippy or a little testy down there, but this is the second match between these two fairly heated rivals within the last 3 days. Certainly both teams respect one another. Here's a chance for the Sockers. Ball into the box, cleared away. And a foul on the Brilla, but I believe it is outside the box. Not by much. Not by much. The Sockers could, I think, easily make the case that that took place inside, but not seen that way by the center referee. So the Brilla is going to set up a wall. Looks like they've got 1, 2, 3, I believe 4 men in the wall. And this free kick is going to be taken by Jade Macias. Jade's going to serve one in here, I believe. And here it comes. Good ball. Straight to the keeper. Soccer still with 3 guys back. Easily able to handle the one forward that Mississippi had there to deal with. Short throw in. Just past the 86th minute here in Midland. Soccer still nursing a 1-0 lead. Going to result in a throw-in for the Sockers. 597 fans here tonight. 597. Long throw-in, Ty Mobley. Mississippi trying to piece something together. Nothing comes of it. And the Sockers are going to have a goal kick here with just under 3 minutes left before the referee adds any sort of extra time. One zero again, the score 1-0 Midland Odessa over Mississippi on the 53rd minute goal by Bruno Enrique Almeida, assisted by Jade Macias. Sockers with a little bit of a chance here. Got some numbers. Both teams fighting hard out there. And I believe this is going to be a foul on Mississippi. Just on the corner of the 18-yard box. It's Giovanni Macias that's down for the Sockers as the referee steps off the yardage. Both Jade Macias over there over to Giovanni Macias. Macias to Macias. Doesn't work out well, though, as the Brilla gains control of it and is advancing it up the field. '89th minute, 1 minute to go before any stoppage time is added. Here's Angelo. Angelo with the shot. Foot save by Ledgeway. Angelo got a good shot off there, but boy, he sure had Leon Taylor off to the side with nobody around him. Easy for me to say, easy for me to see sitting up here. maybe not quite as easy for Angelo to see. Regardless, as we approach the 90-minute mark, Sockers have a man down who is now up. And he's okay. Soccer's going to make a substitution. Jamie Masson, a midfielder, going to come onto the field for Caio Ruiz, who I believe was the player that was down. A solid 90 minutes put in tonight by Caio Ruiz. A full night of work right there. I believe I heard 4 minutes. Let me verify that. Correct. There is 4 minutes of stoppage time. Soccer serve the ball in off the corner kick. Give it up to Isaac Sanchez. Isaac over to Nenad Markovic. Nenad to Leon Taylor. Leon trying to do something with it on the edge of the 18, far side. Back to Leon Taylor. Not able to do anything with it yet, so he switches fields. Goes over to Kelly. Kelly up to Jade Macias. Jade Macias with 2 guys on him. Apparently there was not a foul there. The crowd would certainly disagree with that. But their opinion doesn't matter. Throw in for Ty Mobley. Ty up to his brother Grant. Grant to the corner. Try and hold it in the corner. There should still be about 3 minutes or so of stoppage play left. So Mississippi kicks it out. It's going to result in a throw in for the Sockers. 1-0 Midland Odessa over the Mississippi Brilla in stoppage time. That looked like that hurt. I think their goalkeeper, he's going to be okay. Good. Their goalkeeper came out to get a ball and went over Leon Taylor's head and fell hard, but he is okay and preparing to take. It's not a goal kick. I guess they must have called a foul on Leon Taylor, maybe for undercutting him. Leon gives it up to Nenad Markovic. Markovic is not able to do anything with it as the Brilla serve it up the field. Unfortunate touch there by Fernando Machado. No harm is done. However, Mississippi still has the ball in the midfield, and they serve it up the field. Looking to go direct to their forward on this side. Too much as Moctezuma now has it in his hands. He punts it into the wind. Does not go very far. Foul on Jamie Masson. Quick play for the Brilla. Looking to catch the Sockers off guard. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. Nice play there of not allowing the shot to reach the goalkeeper. See if I can't find out who that was. I think that was Fernando Machado, but I'm not sure. Results in a corner kick. Mississippi's goalkeeper is out. He actually takes a shot. Soccer's looking to play quick as Mississippi does not have a goalkeeper. He is running the entire length of the field, but it's offsides for the Sockers. Kind of interesting to see when you've got the goalkeeper for one of the games, and the game's over. The final whistle has been blown, and Midland Odessa has claimed a 1-0 win here tonight over the Mississippi Brilla. A much-needed 3 points for the Sockers, as the Sockers and Brilla have split this 2-game series Thursday night and tonight. 3 points for Mississippi on Thursday, 3 points for the Sockers tonight. And this 1-0 win allows the Sockers to regain sole possession of first place in the PDL Mid-South with 9 points. Keeps Mississippi at 6 points. And with the other 3 teams not playing tonight, OKC Energy U23 stays at 3 points. Albuquerque Soul also stays at 3 points. And St. Louis FC has yet to dent the point portion of the scoreboard, as they have 0 points, but they've only played 2 games. So it will be interesting to hear what Sockers head coach Matt Barnes thinks of tonight's game. But at the end of the day, the Sockers get out of here with the 3 points, which is going to be music to Matt's ears, I'm sure. I feel like the Sockers felt like they had to, at the very least, get a split out of these 2 games, and that is just what they've got. 3 points out of a possible 6 against a quality team such as the Mississippi Brilla. It's going to be like this all season long, I think. These 2 teams, and certainly the other teams in the Mid-South as well, going to have a lot to say about who ends up winning this division. The Sockers have only seen Albuquerque and Mississippi so far this year, but we'll see the St. Louis FC U23 squad next week before Albuquerque comes back, and not going to get to see a very talented OKC Energy U23 squad until the very end of the year. A lot will happen between now and the time that we see OKC for the first time on the season. So with that, I'll go ahead and sign off. Again, this is Jeff Von Holly sitting in tonight in the booth for Warren Cottle and Chris Bryant, who weren't able to be with you tonight. But from Midland, Texas, the final score, the Midland Odessa Sockers FC 1 and the Mississippi Brilla 0. Until the next home game on Thursday, June 9th, we wish you good night.